Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Bola Harrison. Kindly stay, keep watching, enjoy. I really hope that you do, and don't forget, please give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments and your question in the comment section, and lastly, please help me share to your friends and to your loved ones. The only way to support me right now is just to subscribe, and please kindly do so, and you're welcome to join my family. So in today's video, I'll be talking about legalization and super legalization of documents for your Belgium study visa, and the documents you need, how to go about your legalization, how to go about the documents you need, and just a bit more. This video ought to have come earlier, but for those who follow me, for my old subscribers, you know how my itinerary is. I've talked a bit about my schedule in recent times on some of my newer vlogs, and I wanted to make the video before universities in Belgium started their application, but it's not so late because most of them started in November and this is December, so you have a bit more time because you can only apply for your visa like 3 months before the commencement of your studies. So I think I'm still within a particular time frame, which is good enough for you to prepare in advance. So if you are new to my channel, on this channel I post academic related content, travel content, life abroad, that's lifestyle abroad content, academic motivation, academic help, and that's it. And yeah guys, so good news is very soon I should be launching my website. So my website should launch before 2024. So if you want to have a direct one-on-one consultation, if you want to talk to me more personally, if you want help with your study abroad application, writing of motivation letter, statement of purpose, if you want help with an academic CV or any kind of CV, you can hit me up and you can make an appointment from the website. So back to the topic of today. In today's video, I'll tell you how to go about legalizing your documents and super legalizing your documents to apply for your Belgium type D visa. So if you are going to stay in Belgium or come to Belgium as a student, you are going to be applying for the type D study visa. So the type D study visa is a long stay, that is like a long-term visa that allows you to come to Belgium to live in Belgium. Belgium would issue you a 1-year resident permit, a 1-year temporary resident permit when you arrive in Belgium. So you need a visa to first come into Belgium, and the way to do that is to apply through the Belgian Embassy in your home country. So I applied for my visa from Nigeria. So most of the information I will give, I'll try to make it general because I know a lot of you are applying from other places, but I applied from Nigeria. So at some point I will try to narrow my my discussion to my own personal experience, but for the meantime I will give a general overview so anyone anywhere who is applying to Belgium can use this information for their application process. Also, let me say that some universities will require that you send them a super legalized copy or copies of your academic documents before they will give you a formal unconditional admission status or letter. So if you are in that category, you can also watch this video. Now the first thing I would say is every country has a Ministry of Education. So if you have obtained your academic qualification from your home country or from another place, you want to get a document legalized. And let me also mention that different countries have different requirements for different citizens of another country. So if you are a student who is outside the European Union, you schooled outside the European Union, you want to first check what clause your country falls under, because we have the apostille clause, we have the super legalization clause. For most African countries like Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana, and even India, I am aware that they have to do the super legalization process to get their documents recognized by Belgian universities or Belgian authority. So having said that, your academic documents for your admission, if you have applied for a bachelor studies, you want to legalize your WAEC results and your secondary school transcripts, and in most cases an eligibility letter. Now if you applied for a master's program, you would have to legalize your bachelor's certificate, your WAEC certificate, and your bachelor's transcript. Now in most cases your admission letter should carry the conditions of your admission. Like when I was offered admission for an advanced master's program in Cayo Leuven, I was told that the conditions of my admission were based on my WAEC results, my bachelor's certificate, my bachelor's transcript, my master's results, and my master's transcript. So it means that all these documents that was mentioned or listed on my admission letter have to be among the documents that I would submit to the Belgian authorities when I'm applying for my type D visa. So I had to legalize my WAEC, my bachelor certificate, my bachelor's transcript, my my master certificate, and my master's transcript. So those are the academic documents I had to legalize and also super legalize. Now that's for masters. For PhD, you have to do the same thing up until your highest qualification. I'm not so sure if Belgium uses the eligibility letter, but it doesn't hurt to get the eligibility letter from the Ministry of Education. In Nigeria, you will get this from the Ministry of Education for free. All you have to do is request. If you don't ask, it will not be offered to you. You have to request for the letter. Original copies of every academic qualifications that you have used to secure your admission, and you are presenting to the Belgian authorities for your visa. After you submit a document at the Ministry of Education, you will get it the same day, but it's advisable that you go early because sometimes there could be a lot of crowd, and sometimes there could be malfunctioning, or there would be an error in the uploading of your documents, and you have to just dedicate a whole day to the legalization of a document at the Ministry of Education. If you're lucky, you get it early enough before the Ministry of Foreign Affairs closes. Then you go there to legalize. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs does not take time. Now, if you're going to ask me about the price, I can't say because things changed, and I did this May 2022. So things have changed since then. The prices have changed and they constantly change. So I can't give a particular figure anymore. But if you hit me up on Instagram or you hit me up on TikTok, I could offer some kind of referral to you to sort you out if you are ever in a dilemma about that. I don't know if you can see this properly, if the lightning will allow, or if my camera will pick it clearly. This is my police character certificate I did to study in Belgium. So this was the newer version that you do electronically. You print it out. So I printed it out, or it was given to me in colored from the CID in Lagos State. So each state has their have a headquarter where you can do your police character certificate. Each state has a CID, if that's correct, where you can do your police character certificate. You apply online. In a couple of 24 hours, you get a notification to go pick up the original, do your biometrics, and get the original. The same day you get a hard copy like this, and if you are not given, you can just print it out from your dashboard. So I'll prefer you print it out in colored. And be careful, because I realized that I had an error on this document here. It was supposed to say 2022, but it said 2021, but I was lucky that the error was not picked. But you just want to be sure that the police character certificate does not have an error, and if it does, right there at the station, make sure to go through it and have them correct it. So that's that. Now for Belgium, the police character certificate in Nigeria lasts 3 months. In Ghana and Cameroon, I think it's 6 months. For other countries, it might be 6 months. Every document or any document you are presenting to the Belgian authorities or for visa purpose to any country usually have a 6-month validity attached to them from the date you have that document issued to you. But in Nigeria, police character certificate lasts for 3 months. For some countries, it's not advisable to do it before you get an appointment date, but because the Belgian Embassy has a different visa process, you can do your police character certificate. In fact, you have to, because you need to super legalize it as well. So I did this police character certificate and I took it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. You have to have a signature also at the back and a seal. You have a seal and you have a signature at the back. That's what it looks like. So once you legalize a police character certificate, you don't have to legalize your medicals. In fact, the Belgian process is different. I will come back to that. So the documents you're legalizing is your academic documents and your police character certificate. After doing that at the Ministry of Education and Foreign Affairs, you can now proceed to super legalize at the Belgian Embassy in your home country. Now for Belgium, prior to COVID, you can walk in, submit your documents, and go pick it up at a later date. But after COVID, the rules changed. So you send your documents through courier service. For me, I'm not going to mention, I'm not advertising for them, but I used DHL. And you can use FedEx, you can use UPS, but just use a courier service that you know is reliable and that can understand what you're going to say. Because it took me a while to make the DHL personnel understand what I wanted to explain to them about how the Belgian submission is for super legalization. Find the address of the Belgian Embassy on the Belgian Embassy website in your home country or from TLS. So previously they used VFX. So sometimes if you go online, you might be seeing VFX when you want to apply for Belgian visa, but don't use VFS. You have to use TLS. So TLS has the information for your super legalization. There's a form you have to download On that form, you fill your details and you add the documents you are super legalizing. So last year the fee was per document, but now I learned that it's now per page. So if your transcript is 2 pages, you have to pay times 2. So you have all the documents you are using and you number them, like you have the total number of them, if it's 5, if it's 4. Now you have to be very patient when you are at the courier service office. Tell them that you want to send a document to so and so address that you have found online where you can send your parcel to, but you also want to include a return envelope. A return envelope, you would write your own address from the Belgian Embassy back to you. So the return envelope has to be inside the parcel, already paid for. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Envelope that would give it to you will be empty and not sealed, but it will be inserted as part of the document you are sending to Belgian Embassy in your home country. So once it is super legalized, it is automatically returned to you. It could take a week for super legalization. It could take 3 days. Mine took about 4 days, even though I was scared it was going to take more. It took 4 days. So it depends on the rush hour that you send a document. That will determine how long your super legalization will take for your documents to get back to you and for you to apply for your visa. So sometimes you want to be very calculative and you want to be very logical about how you handle the timing. So you have all your documents inside this file. You don't need your birth certificate. You don't need to legalize that unless you are doing another type of visa that requires you add a birth certificate. But for student visa, you don't need your birth certificate. You only need your academic documents and you need your police character certificate inside that file, and you send it to the Belgian Embassy. Another thing I should mention is that when you are sending your document to be super legalized or to be legalized by the Belgian Embassy, you have to include the receipt. That's to show how much you've paid, the total amount you've paid. So whatever receipt, if you paid by teller, by bank transfer, print it out and attach it to your document. Also keep a copy of it for yourself. Now, another thing you should note is that Belgium legalization is not like most countries in Europe. So you will not get a stamp at the back of your original document. You would not get a sticker or anything like that. So when you send a document, you receive an acknowledgement email. It's a no reply email telling you that they've received your receipt and they've also received your payment, and you will get your legalized document when the consul has approved it and it has been signed. After you get this email, every step or how your document proceeds, if it's still under review or if it's been accepted or approved, you will get an email. That email will contain a link where you can download the e-copy of your legalized document. So you download the paper, like I said, it's just a paper like this carrying the logo of the Belgium Republic, the Kingdom of Belgium logo, and you have that. You print it out. Now for WAEC, you print it out. For your bachelor's, for your master's, like that, you print it out. Let me advise you now. After printing it out, you make 2 copies of it, including your certificates. So you have your original document plus the printout you did for the legalized documents. Just to make your life easier, at the back of each document, for WAEC, put a copy of the printout at the back. For masters, do it like that. Do it like that. Have it in arranged order. And then the photocopies should be in 2 places also. The way you arrange the original, have it in 2 places also for the WAEC, the masters, the transcripts, you get the point. So have it arranged, because that's how you're going to submit it when you get to TLS, including your original documents. I would get to visa part, but that's for legalization. So when it's ready, your document will be sent back to you, and that legalized document, you have to be the one to print it out and attach it to your document, unless there have been some changes I'm not aware of, but that's how it should be. Afterwards, you then proceed to apply for your visa from the TLS website. Now TLS handles the Belgian visa. When you apply there, you go to the TLS for your biometrics and the approved date you have picked, and you take all your documents with you. Now let's move on to the documents you need to apply for your Belgium Study Visa. So the documents you need to apply for your Belgium Study Visa is your visa application form, obviously filled, and you also have this in 2 places, just like the way you have filled the original. You also have to make like photocopies of it also. So you also need your proof of fund, which I have explained on this channel before. So if you're just watching this video, I'll put a link in this video where you can get the video on the proof of fund to apply for Belgium visa. But for the sake of those who are new to this channel and you're just watching this video, we have 3 methods: the scholarship method, your blocked account, or a guarantor. There is no use of personal account. You have either one of these methods to show that you have enough means of subsistence to take care of yourself as a student who is going to live in Belgium. Now, the next document you will need is your police character certificate. You'll be given your medicals in a sealed envelope to take with you for your biometrics. Do not, for any reason, open it. So you'll be tested for controlled substances, you'll be tested for HIV, TB, and some other tests that you need to do. But the controlled substance test is marijuana, cocaine, ketamine, methamphetamine, morphine, opiates, tramadol, amphetamine, and others, like you see. Now you would proceed to fill your application on the TLS website. I think that's clear enough. If you are under scholarship, you don't pay visa fee, you don't pay home office fee. But the TLS people might not know. So I'm just giving you a heads up. You might just want to go along with something that proves that you are exempted. It might be a message. I think it's also on the TLS website or the Belgian Embassy website that scholarship holders of any kind of scholarship in a Belgian university is exempted from paying administrative fees. And that's inclusive of visa fee and home office fee. So I'm just going to recount all the documents that you need: your visa application form, your admission document, your international passport, your police character certificate, your medical certificate, and your proof of fund. So these are the documents that you need to submit your application for the Belgian Type D visa. TLS will advise that you should have at least 3 weeks from the day of your application to when you intend to travel. And they might ask you for a flight booking. It's not necessary, you don't have to book it. So they will ask you, but even on the website it says it's not necessary and you don't have to book a flight. Don't bother to spend money to get a dummy ticket flight. Don't book a flight, it's not compulsory. Now, you also need proof of accommodation. So if you've not gotten accommodation but you know where you'll be staying in Belgium, for instance, you've secured a dormitory or an apartment, you don't have to have a rental contract, no, but proof of accommodation, because on TLS website they will ask you, do you have a place where you'll be staying when you arrive Belgium? So if you have a hotel or Airbnb or dormitory, you can put it. Now, when you get to TLS, you will pay the visa fee, you will pay some administrative fee, and you will pay for courier fee to have your passport returned to you. So you get the option to pick your passport yourself or have it returned. Now, when your document is sent back to you, it will contain your international passport with your visa in it. Don't worry if the visa is not up to 1 year, it doesn't matter. It's just a visa for you to come into Belgium. When you get here, you apply for your temporary resident permit. It will contain your academic document, the originals, and the original copies of everything you submitted. So the 2 set of photocopies would be removed from it, and the original, your police character, your academic certificate, will be given back to you, but the medicals will not be given back to you. And then you have your international passport with your visa ready, and you can move down to Belgium. Validity of the visa will be stated there, so you have between a certain period to leave your home country. You can't leave before the date stated on your passport. You can leave from the date stated on your passport between that period to another period. But know that universities in Belgium have an opening period and a deadline of resumption period, deadline for enrollment period. It changes every year. You want to keep in touch with the contact person in your department or your faculty and make sure that you let them know if there's any delay in your visa, if there's any delay in your flight arrival. But make sure you don't arrive Belgium after the date of enrollment, even if your visa is valid until past that time, because the school will not enroll you. And without enrollment in Belgium, you cannot apply for your temporary resident permit, because you will be given an inscription document here from your university when you successfully enroll that will be part of the document you will use to secure your temporary resident permit. So you will just be here, you just be illegal. So make sure you don't enter after the date of enrollment. So I think these are all the information that you need for your legalization, for your super legalization. It's the same thing as your legalization, your authentication of your documents in your home country, your legalization from the Belgian Embassy, and applying for your visa. Also, another thing I should say is when you are filling your form on TLS, please don't lie. Try to be as transparent as possible, because they have a unified system where they can find out if you've been denied visa before, if you have any criminal conviction, if you've done anything that, and just be prayerful. The visa typically can take, for scholarship holders, 3 days, 2 days. I've seen 1 week. Mine was in 2 weeks. For non-scholarship holders, I've even seen those taking it in 2 weeks, in 1 month, in as much as it does not extend 1 month, and they did not give you any inclination that it's been sent to home office in Belgium, and you can track your visa application online also. So I hope this video has been very helpful in your processing for your visa, or in your processing or knowledge about Belgium. I want you to please support me by giving this video a thumbs up. Like, that's for you to like the video. You see the button that says like this, so please give it a thumbs up. Leave your comment, leave your questions in the comment section. Please open the description box. You will see a button that says more. You will see something that says more on the description button after the title of the video. Click on it to find more information about this video, for the links I will drop for schools in Belgium, for the visa processing, for information about legalization. I will put it in there, but it might be Nigeria, so you can just filter it and put your home country there. And please, again, to support me, please subscribe. You cannot give me any greater gift than subscribing to my YouTube channel, and I promise you it's very educative over here. And also share this video to your friends, to your loved ones, on your social media, and follow me on social media. If you're not following me, I'm on Instagram, Bola Harrison. I'm on TikTok, Bola Harrison. I'm on Twitter, Bola Harrison. And lastly, I love you. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye bye.